goes well with a bright, sunny, humid, 101 degree Tennessee day, 2,500 degree plus fork welding. So let's do that. I got my new tongs finally, so I'm actually able to hold this stock, because flat jaws would not be able to do this at all. So I've been waiting to do this project. I'm pretty excited about it. But I'm going to attempt to make a Mai kitchen knife. Probably a Gyuto style. It's a Japanese chef knife. Santoku if I do not end up with enough material, but I'm pretty sure that I'll have enough, just unless like one end doesn't forge weld or something, you know, well, we'll see. I have some 15 and 20 on either side, some 1095 in the middle. Both are high carbon, so either one would cut if it became the edge, but we're gonna, you know, try to keep the 1095, which will be the darker steel after it's etched, the edge. So we'll start getting it heated up, and then we'll put some flux on it, or borax, and get to pounding. Softly at first. Alright, we're going to put some borax on it. Quite a lot. And if you're wondering about these bands, this is a technique that I saw. Forge Harder, or I think they've changed their name to Path of Fire. That's a technique that they use. And it's pretty interesting. I thought, since I don't have a MIG welder, I might as well try it. Alright, and now we're going to get it heated up, and I'm going to get this first end tack welded. Right. More flux, and back in the second attempt. Oh, no, that's fine. I also got more of that welding than I thought was possible. I swear that has the most unique smell. It's like a burning cotton candy or something. Very interesting. Probably super carcinogenic. Alright, well the good thing is this little weird thing is getting forged down into it, so it's going to askew the blade, so it should make an interesting aesthetic in the final piece, because you don't want, like, I don't want at least, a completely straight Mai. Time to rest before I black out. Okay, my iPod is cooled down. I no longer feel like I'm going to throw up, so here we go. Alright, I'm going to keep it going as long as I can. Okay, let's see where we're at with weight. That might be it for the day. Alright, awesome. That's good. We've at least got the blade past 8 inches. Not by a lot, but we've got it past 8 inches. 8 inches is the blade size I was shooting for, so as long as we can get a tang out of it, which we should be able to use this material, I may have to reshape it a little, should be able to get a full-size Gyuto out of it. Oh, okay. Got it clean. Hold on. We'll do more forging another day. Hopefully a cooler day. So here we are on a different day, and I have a printout this time of basically what we're going for. I have the billet left off where it was, and we've got basically enough length for just the blade right now, but what we need to do is thin out the blade some more, or the billet for the blade, hopefully somewhere closer to, I would say like max 5 millimeters up here, and hopefully get like a little bit of a distal taper going. And I'm going to try to like kind of cause some unevenness in it too, distortion, so we get like nice wave, and it will draw out the tang. But that's really all we have left for the billet, because then from there we'll need to do stock removal to cut it to final shape and stuff. I'm going to try to forge it slightly in so that we can keep some of this forged scale look up top, and then have that slowly transition into the 15 and 20, and then have the 1095 steel blade edge. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can pull that off, and hopefully we have no delaminations or anything. From here, I'm going to try something. I think I'm going to try wet forging to see if I can kind of keep down on some of the scale. We'll see how it goes. Alright, let's see if we can capture a little bit of wet forging before my phone overheats again. Okie dokie, so I did some forging on the tang. I'll probably have to do some more forging on it later. The camera overheated again and stuff, so I didn't get any footage of that. So I heated the whole billet up, and I put it in the vermiculite to anneal, and we can grind on it and stuff from here. So that will cool overnight, and we'll get back to it when we can. Hopefully from here it will, you know, not continue overheating the camera. Who knows? Alright, so back inside the shop, got the pattern kind of put on the steel where I think is a good place for it to be. We're gonna start cutting close to this line, but not to the line. I may still need to do a little bit of extra forging on this. If I do, it'll be mostly like straightening work and stuff, so I don't want to get it like too terribly close just yet. But yeah, I already ground a little bit on the edge side and on the tip, and we are solid as far as I can see, like as far as I ground, so that's a good sign. Alright, I'll probably cut the audio here because it's going to be almost certainly a bit noisy. I'm going to do another solidity check. And we're solid. See if you can see that. That's a really good sign. Solid there as well, so that's good. So this is going to take a little while. I don't know if it's just the nature of Sanmai itself or what, but oh good, that's solid too. You can even see the individual lines, which is pretty awesome. But this is very hard. I tried to anneal it. I don't know if it just didn't anneal or what, but maybe my angle grinder disc sucks, but this stuff is not wanting to cut very well, so I'm just going to cut most of this footage, I suppose, and or we'll come back when we have a blank that we can grind on. Alright, here's what we've got to work with so far. I left it thick back here. I'm going to grind it round so that I can forge all this out and make our tang longer. Getting more concerned about this. This looks like it could be kind of deep. I'm going to grind to our line here. Let's see what we've got to work with. If I have to, I can attempt to reforge weld it. If it really comes down to it, I could just make this a slightly shorter knife, you know, so we shouldn't be out Sanmai regardless, but you know, fingers crossed that this is not that deep and that could be forge welded if need be. It's unfortunately still there, so I think this little swelling right here is probably delaminated from about, I would say, here, which is the entire tip of our knife. So, because we don't want to, you know, cut our knife in half inside, I'm going to attempt to reforge weld this. You can actually squeeze little bubbles. I keep my water soapy. I'm squeezing little bubbles out of that, so that's not good. That means it's delaminated pretty deep. We will reforge weld this then. I'm going to get the rest of the knife pretty close to shape so that I can do the same forging person and then get that forge welded correctly. And we'll go from there and see what we have to do. Alright. Overall, that's not looking bad, so I left everything a bit thick on purpose, just in case something like this happens. So, I mean, we're still dealing with, you know, that's thick for a kitchen knife, so got plenty of room to either forge some or grind quite a lot, so I don't want to grind too terribly much, however, because, you know, being Sanmai, you don't want to grind off the part that makes it Sanmai. So this will need a little bit more forging. This will be forged down into the tang. I left this area alone mostly, so we won't run into any issue there. But yeah, so it's shaping up. Alright, so the next thing to do is forge on it some more. Yay, more camera overheating. Alright, we'll see you guys on a different day. Three things today. First and foremost, going to attempt to close up that opening, the delamination in the knife blade. I'm going to be flattening out this offcut of the sand mine material, and I'm going to be attempting to make this offcut, I'll have to forge weld it as well, it's very open, into a kiridashi, so see how it goes. Another delamination that's opened up new, I think, so I'm going to attempt to forge weld that, and I don't know how much more forging I'm going to do on it. I may have to just leave it thicker. Successfully welded. So we've got the blank cleaned and marked out where we need to grind, and we're about to start grinding. I'm going to have to stop and adjust my, this is the annoying part of having to print out multiple pieces for a knife, but somewhere along the line this got messed up and it's not completely aligned correctly, so I'm going to have to take some time and align it correctly and see if I can, or see what I'll have to do rather to make the tang where it needs to be. So it's going to be a little bit thinner because this is kicked up some. That's fine, honestly. Since I'm going to be burning the tang into a soft core, it won't really matter. It should just kind of conform anyway. I think we're parallel and everything. Alright, a little bit of editing. It looked sort of incorrect, I thought. So I matched the handles cutout to this at the angle that I thought it should be in, which is something like this, and I got this line, so that's what we're going to go with. That should give us the handle angle we're after, and this will just basically be a point, almost, so, you know, that'll be fine, I'm pretty sure.